Cruzy, I will come at you with a steel chair.
Rise and shine.
Morning.
It's 11 a.m. though.
That's morning for me on the weekends, and any other day. How's everything outside?
Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least.
How so?
Zaibatsu Court's president is pleading with anyone to stop the Road White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow.
You make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place.
Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out, and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knight they spot. So, not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are an edge too. Whoa, bad apple, says Kappa. Toho spotted. That's a good catch, nice stuff.
I wonder if Sei is okay. Should we be worried about Gil?
That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that, well, whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I even say safer when he is out there, wherever he is, than here.
I sure hope so. Are we gonna work today?
Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off.
Oh, alright.
Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment?
Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Okay then. Let me lock things up here and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way.
Sounds good.
And here we are.
Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Hey, boss, wanna hang out for a bit?
Hmm?
Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit. Mostly to thank you for helping me.
Well, I don't have much to do anyway. So yeah, sure. I did tell you you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, you did.
What worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else.
To more beer?
I was gonna say, to one of us getting to the Spanish announcer's table. But I think we're safe here.
Come on in, then.
Excuse me.
Want one?
Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though, smoke if you wanna.
Thanks.
Say, how is the chilly weather treating you?
It gets cold from time to time, but nothing the Kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Oh, right, boss. You're not very good with the cold, are you?
You know it.
You didn't bring your jacket here either.
Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold, and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar.
Would you like a sweater or something?
Oh, don't mind me.
I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago, and it was too big for me.
Kappa says in chat, what does the metaphor mean? The Spanish announcer's table one. Dana might have had a past as a wrestler, so that's probably what she's referencing.
Yep.
Why buy it then?
It was dirt cheap.
Right. Wait, where'd you get this one?
Dunno. Some flea market ages ago. Why?
Nothing. It's just like one I had many years ago.
What happened to it?
Too much use. It just ripped.
I see. You can keep it if you want. I never use it anyway.
We'll see.
Come to think of it, how old are you, boss?
I'm eternally 17! The word 17 is gonna be like a Winter Soldier protocol for you.
I almost saw red for a second.
It's okay, I'm getting my vision back, guys.
Fair enough. 17 plus how much?
17 plus I'd have to cut your tongue out if you knew.
Alright. Let me go change into something more comfortable.
Take your time.
The cat of judgment. Smells like bitch in here.
Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur going in my general direction.
Oh, that's just for... He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time.
He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat? They usually have green.
Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss?
Back at the home we had a bear.
Ah, I see. What?
Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog.
Right.
Huh. This picture here isn't something you see every day.
What? Me taking such a sappy pic?
No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these?
That's... The one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister.
Huh. Is this pic recent, or...?
Actually, that one's from 3-4 years ago.
Oh. You look exactly the same.
I'm only 27. What did you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old.
I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone the printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex.
Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple of things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away. Haven't said a word since.
Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing. You weren't so happy in the pic. Why have her put out like this then?
I just couldn't get my mind off of something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off, knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know. I felt nostalgic, then miserable.
Fine, give me head pats. No comment.
Yeah.
I'll get those head pats on my birthday, and you can't turn down a birthday girl. I'll just put this away.
I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess.
It's never too late to apologize, Jill.
Maybe.
Huh, what's that on the table? What's like an envelope?
It's nothing! Nothing! Now, please give that to me.
Whoa, alright. I saw nothing, don't worry.
Anyway, let's grab some beers.
Guide me. Damn, you have lots of beer.
Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get.
Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these?
The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This one is more of a Pilsner.
In English, please.
This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor.
Don't know. Doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that... what was the name of the base liquid you use at the bar again?
Nutriogenic dichrometrical lidogenol or NDL.
It was a supplement or something, right?
It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the Maiden Kiss polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars.
And is this one made with it?
Let's see... Yep, here it is, near the end. NDL and cornstarch.
Cornstarch?
It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks.
I see. And I just realized something.
What?
You're a nerd, Jill.
Guilty as charged. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it?
Will you have some too?
Not really, no.
Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink a beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works.
Do you consider me a friend then, boss?
Why wouldn't I?
Dunno. What with being my boss and all, I was never too sure.
Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway.
That's good to know.
On a side note, it surprises me you kept that poster of me in the room. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less of a joke, you know?
Does it make you uncomfortable?
If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though.
Aside from filling an empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny, too. I guess it's like if someone gave you... I don't know... a dildo-shaped trophy or something, and you had it there as a conversation starter. Although, no one comes here anyways, so it's kinda pointless.
What? No steamy nights of passion?
Not since... a year ago, I think. And I'd rather not talk about what happened then.
Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can dish out the pain.
No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back, though.
That's what friends are for. Wait, you talked about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me Dodo Face?
That's what friends are for.
Ah. Hey, Jill, where did you get that black 4-ball?
Well, as with any black cat or house cat in general, he's actually a stray. I found him in the alleys near the building. Not long after I moved here, I think.
Ah, I see.
He was quite the sight, though. He was cornered by all these dogs, but they were keeping their distance. He was holding his ground, hissing and scratching as much as he could. There was a fried chicken bucket nearby that had some rainwater in it, so I threw the water over the dogs. They ran, and I figured the cat's mom would be nearby, so I left. Then I noticed people looking in my direction as I walked. Turns out the little shit started following me.
So you brought it home.
At first I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but having him welcome me whenever I came back was just too much for my heart. So he ended up staying.
It was destiny, girl.
When he came, he was so cute though. Not like the fat mass that's sleeping on the table. Hey, you're not a spring chicken yourself, you know.
Oh-ho.
Shit, I actually did that in front of someone else.
Oh.
Anyway.
Don't anyway me. Do you normally speak for your cat like that?
Maybe. I wonder if Gil's alright.
You worried about him?
You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot.
You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him.
And third?
He absolutely hates bell pepper.
Boo! Wow, Gil sucks. Who hates bell pepper?
Bell
That
pepper's
shit is
good.
good.
It's just a good topper for so many dishes.
It's a good topper. It's a good, well, it's like a good, just ingredient to add into anything, honestly.
Well, sounds like a Gil problem.
Yeah, Gil issue.
Gil issue. I have the title for this video then on YouTube.
He does?
I've seen him even reject fruit that has been in contact with it.
Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something.
He's not.
Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy?
He showed up in the door of the bar.
He... what?
Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion.
Right. Levitation potion.
It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have any money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying.
He... huh?
I don't know what he did, but he was really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself up, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, you were totally different the next day.
Damn.
I tried and failed to find out anything about him. So I decided to take him at face value. I'll judge him for what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time. You know, sometimes orderly.
What surprises me is that you took him in so easily.
I can take care of myself, and I've always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily.
I see.
You've made the more bar lively yourself, you know?
How so?
Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like the one titty hacker. I can't remember her name.
Alma?
I was gonna say Armitage.
Well, she's hot. I'll give her that much. She's also a nice person in general, but damn, she's hot.
Are you alright, Jill?
Yeah. Why?
It's weird to see you say so openly that someone's hot.
What? Even you can see she has a hot body, boss.
You'll find no objections here.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about taking her to a room and...
Jill, you sure you aren't drunk?
I am. I mean, I'm sure I'm not. I mean... But those are thoughts I leave to myself. I don't think I could handle her in a relationship. She has... weird standards. Then she's as straight gets. She's still a lovely person, though. That she became a regular is a blessing.
Any regular is a blessing when you get down to it. There's also that sets worker robot girl.
Ah, Dorothy.
She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sets workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, rather that she takes to it with such childish excitement.
I've kinda noticed that too, but then again, Lilum can be weird.
You think?
Lilum operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they are... different. Like a different culture, if you must.
I didn't see it that way. Also, Kappa, one of our chatters, is doing the stream, and he says, this was a really fun stream, so thank you so much, both of you. Have a good night again, Kappa.
Have a good night, Kappa. Take care.
Thank you for coming to Valhalla.
Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Let them get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so... I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction.
Interesting. The name Lilum is a bit weird, though.
It is?
You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilum doesn't convey the image of automatons Helldivers mentioned.
Just a tip. Bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is like calling them fake.
Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they called Lilum?
As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilum are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore.
Oh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name?
Sighs and opens up another can.
Sighs, opens up a can, just drinks it to completion without saying anything.
I should. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne, and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See? Like that.
It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud.
Try me.
Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne?
Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns.
Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything, from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere.
I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice.
It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies. And yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kids show. Even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image, challenging as fuck.
Whoa, you got excited there.
And that is the problem. Back then, I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her. I could even recite full chapters. Could it be me with Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl?
Whatever you say. Sorry, just taking a sip. Something tells me you still can. Can you, Ein?
I hate to say it, but yes. That's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And one surprise, tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules. I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs.
Sounds rough.
You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerkasses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect.
And yet, it affected you even today. There's nothing wrong with it, though. It's actually kind of reasonable.
I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss?
Oh, when I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better.
Fair enough. Say, boss, how do you like them men?
2D.
2D?
Yes. I don't mind anything as long as that thing is cute or 2D. How about you?
Back in high school, I liked them funny. In college, I liked them successful. After a while, I just wanted them stable, and now...
And now?
I... don't know. I stopped caring about them being funny. My high school boyfriend started conflating cheering me up with mocking me when I'm down. I also stopped caring about them being successful. I realized at the time they had no qualms about cheating with me or on me. And I stopped caring about them being stable. I realized they were the kind of person I was trying not to become.
Not become stable?
There was this guy who became so obsessed with holding a stable job that he hated. He started being physically ill. Not only that, the last time I managed to get some, I ended up throwing the guy out. He took incredible offense with how I smoked on the bed after sex.
The bed should catch fire, you know?
I'm cracking open another one. Oh, I'm seeing the effects now. Not you two. I kinda envy Alma for that. At least when she dumps a guy, it's for less petty reasons.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, it's just... it all boils down to the fact that I can't get my mind off of Lenore lately. She was all of what I just said. She made me laugh, she had a good position, and was stable. She was also smart, caring, and... why can't I get my mind off the whole thing? It's maddening. Maybe I should go and apologize. Maybe I should. Maybe that will make me rest easier at night, get my mind off things for a while. I don't even care about going back to her, but...
Hey, chill. Have you ever tried thinking about clothes for 4?
Clothes for... Heh.
Listen, I know how you must feel. But you can't let all of that cloud your senses. Next time you feel overwhelmed by those thoughts, try distracting yourself. Like with, say, thinking of what kind of clothes you can put on 4.
Yeah. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it?
Keep in mind, you're included in that circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyway, I have this friend I've known for a long time. A red-headed, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris.
The one you called for the helmet thing?
That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. Which would be the sequel to this game, Nirvana, still no release date.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll have to play that whenever it comes out.
Yeah, but it's still on the
managing a
priority,
bar
because they
too?
have another game currently working on.
True.
I got the idea from her, actually.
Oh.
It's called Nirvana, and if you thought this city was dangerous... Oh, I predicted myself. You should see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with.
And means it's an annex to another business. What else does she do there?
I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened, well, if you want to call it this way, N1-RV and -B to their place instead.
Weird decision.
I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So, that bar is a woman cave.
Woman cave.
That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco Police Force. Good old Etsy. I should give her a call sometime.
Wait, you were in the what?
I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler and an MMA fighter. Chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot.
Corporate what?
I still see my face in some websites from time to time. Anyway, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and let's see... I guess there's a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you?
I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot, but it felt more like going out was a pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always 4, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And, you know, he's a cat.
Hey, a cat's fun too, you know. Oh, we did not have that line, did we?
Oh, no. Okay, alright, that's one for the books. Hey, boss. What will you do when the bar closes?
I don't know. Maybe I'll take a friend's offer of working with her. was also thinking about going back home and helping with things there. Or maybe going traveling for a while.
I see.
Oh, but don't worry. Bureaucracy's slow as fuck, so they won't close the bar for quite a while. Better enjoy being there while you can.
Yeah, maybe. Will you be visiting me in whatever bar I end up working in?
I have a bone to pick with the guy that supervises the bar I'm planning to get you transferred to. I go there even though I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I'd have something pleasant to look forward to.
You're sending me to someone you have problems with?
If I have to trust another bar owner, it's certainly him. He's actually a pleasant boss from what I've seen. The fact that he and I have a tendency to go at each other's throats is an unrelated matter.
I'll trust you on that one then.
Don't worry. Maybe I can get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something.
We'll see.
Hey, I'll tell you what. When the bar closes, let's both take a vacation. Go on a trip. That'll clear your mind up a bit.
Yeah, maybe.
And we'll come to what it shows. Okay, this is taking a while. Chapter 2.
Chapter 2?
Yup.
Holy shit, that was only the first chapter. Damn. Okay.
Alrighty, Ein.
Let's see.
Pay attention to the
$8,000.
Yep.
What the fuck?
So on the 24th, today is the 19th, so 5 days to basically double our savings.
Holy fuck. Curious about a Daruma she saw. Oh.
So you better start beefing up people's drain sign.
Damn. Okay. Well, that's, Cracked Daruma. Japanese souvenir that has seen better days. Still has a vintage charm to it.
Ah.
I'll go ahead and just buy that so we aren't distracted. Holy shit. Okay.
Alright.
Let's freaking see anything here. Nope.
Nothing new.
Augmented eye. GSF.
You want me to take this for the Mo, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ilana Smithy, GSF January 4th card announced. 66 American Kid and Giant Yusuke headlining. The blood feud between Giant Yusuke and 66 American Kid will reach its climax this January 4th at the annual. Oh wait, this is a wrestling fight at the annual GSF Dome event. But it's not the only match of the night. Other interesting bouts feature great workers such as the Great DK, and Arents. Full card below. 66 American Kid versus Giant Yusuke for the GSF Championship. Red Comet Jr. versus Nagisa for the Women's Championship. Akito versus the Great DK. Roy Campbell versus Arents for the GSF Junior Championship. Jack Bomb and Blaze versus Huli and Kara Koida for the Tag Team Championship. And finally, Osuna versus Siegfried.
Asuna versus Siegfried. Okay, it's now making smart underwear by Lana Smithy. If underwear you can change with a voice command was something you really wanted in your life, Nano Camo has you covered. Already providing consumer versions of their advanced nano machine fabric, they plan to release a line of underwear that can change its look with a spoken word. No more stains in your white panties, just change the color to black and you will barely notice. That won't change the smell though, they're not that advanced. We expect an increase in sales next year thanks to this innovative product, a PR representative told the Augmented Eye. I'm already using them. Super comfy if you ask me.
Danger U's admin has been arrested. Again. Famous hacker group Owl's Rabbit graced the popular text board Danger U, the news thread, which resulted in the arrest of the site's admin known as Furfur for a second time. We have no details to give other than that he was arrested as part of an ongoing investigation. Cybercrime Unit's Rosette Blonde told the Augmented Eye during a call. We are now busy tracking down the message that appeared yesterday. When inquired about the arrest, Furfur would only respond with a calm, "Ah, not this shit again."
Holy shit.
Yep.
Well, this has happened. Apollo Bank is being attacked, thread 2. Media is still awfully quiet about it. Augmented Eye talked about it, but very briefly. Maybe someone lost their job due to that one rogue article. It was from Kim. She's always trying to write serious shit, but I think AE got tired of her. Fucking shame. So all we'll get is clickbait from now on. Gonna get worse at the very least. White Knights say there's a lot of people inside of the building, at least 3 people already dead. How is someone there shooting people? It looks like it was the security from the building, but I've got no details yet. Sounds weird as fuck. Come on, Insider Anon, you gotta give us some more. Doing my best here, thanks space to Anon. Explosion registered. The media is still quiet about it. Confirm there's an explosion, but it looks like it was just one of them. So there's more bombs, not just one. That's right. Do we have any clue on who's doing this? I'm hearing from several sources that this is a group, a new one, looking to overthrow the government. No names have been mentioned. And it looks, it's not a group, but just one person who set up all this. That's pretty ballsy. And this is just a rumor around here, but Alice Rabbit might be involved. How? A hacker is helping out hostages to escape, and they're suspecting of Alice, huh? Someone doing stupid shit on the internet is actually being useful. Can't confirm the situation has finally reached its end. The attacker was shot dead, but a huge amount of data was released from all the servers around the world. Remember the leaks from Alice? Those were nothing compared to this. Proof of corruption, money laundering, espionage, it's actually pretty unsettling. Damn, the file is approximately from 60,000 sources. Terabytes that contain all operations of the Glitch City governments and the White Knight operations. It seems the ultimate goal for the attacker was to not blow up the bank, but lead hostages towards the servers inside of the bank, which had the files under several layers of physical security. That shit sounds whack. How do you make a plan this complex? No idea, but that's what some of the witnesses are telling the police. Okay, looks like I have to leave, but I'll try to write down all the details for some future posts. Gonna need some time, though. Godspeed, Anon. Thanks. Huh. Okay.
Pay close attention to the "I really wish I wasn't living through a traumatic, life-changing event" right now.
True!
Oh, even here in video games, you can't get past it. You want to spend our entire budget on a wall that just says "rad"?
Absolutely not. We aren't even that wealthy enough to buy it, so we're just gonna leave
better
that
start
be.
beefing up people's drinks.
See.